Have you ever looked at the calendar and felt a wave of dread wash over you? Not because of a specific event, but because of the sheer, daunting length of time stretching out before you. 12 months. 365 days. It feels like an eternity when you're chasing a dream, doesn't it? When you're trying to build something meaningful, those days can feel like grains of sand slipping through your fingers, each one a tiny reminder of how far you still have to go. Maybe you're an entrepreneur trying to launch a business. It's a creative trying to finish a project, or simply someone yearning for a more fulfilling life. You've set goals, made plans, and even taken action. But somewhere along the way, the momentum stalls. The initial fire fades and you find yourself stuck in a rut, the finish line seemingly miles away. You start to question your abilities, your commitment, and even the validity of your dreams themselves. That's when the calendar becomes your enemy, a constant, silent judge of your perceived lack of progress. The truth is, most people live their lives passively, reacting to circumstances rather than creating them. They let the external world dictate their pace, their priorities, and ultimately their destiny. They operate under the illusion that time is a fixed, unyielding force, something to be endured rather than mastered. They believe that success requires a slow, incremental grind, a relentless march through the months and years. But what if that wasn't true? What if you could compress time, accelerate your results, and achieve in 30 days what typically takes a year? It sounds impossible, doesn't it? Like some kind of fantastical promise from a late-night infomercial. But the reality is, the limitations we perceive are often self-imposed, rooted in deeply ingrained beliefs about what's possible and what's not. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's not about sacrificing your well-being for the sake of productivity. It's about aligning your actions with your deepest desires and unleashing the untapped potential within you. It's about understanding the fundamental principles that govern success and applying them consciously and deliberately to every aspect of your life. We're going to explore how to shift your perception of time, break free from limiting beliefs, and tap into the power of your subconscious mind. We're going to delve into the principles of deliberate creation, focusing on clarity of vision, unwavering belief, and consistent action. We will examine how to harness the law of attraction, not as some mystical force, but as a natural consequence of focused thought and emotional alignment. We'll look at how to cultivate a mindset of abundance, overcome fear and procrastination, and create a life of purpose, passion, and prosperity. This journey isn't for the faint of heart. It requires courage, commitment, and a willingness to challenge everything you think you know about yourself and the world around you. It demands that you step outside your comfort zone, embrace uncertainty, and take full responsibility for your own destiny. But the rewards are immeasurable. Imagine living a life where you are in complete control, where you are the architect of your own reality, where you can manifest your desires with speed and precision. That's the promise of this journey, the possibility that awaits you on the other side of your limiting beliefs. Get ready to transform your relationship with time, money, and yourself. Get ready to unlock your hidden potential and create a life beyond your wildest dreams. Because the truth is, you are capable of so much more than you think. The only thing standing between you and your goals is your own mindset. And that, my friend, is something you have the power to change starting today. Let's delve into the genesis of your money blueprint. Where do these ingrained ideas about finances originate? For many, the answer lies within the formative years, deeply embedded within the family dynamics and cultural norms of your upbringing. Think back. What were the unspoken rules about money in your household? Was it a source of constant anxiety and contention, or did it flow freely and openly? Did you hear phrases like, "money doesn't grow on trees," or "we can't afford that," repeated ad nauseum? These seemingly innocuous statements heard during childhood can crystallize into limiting beliefs that unconsciously govern your financial decisions as adults. Picture this: a child witnessing their parents constantly stressing over bills, arguing about expenses, and perpetually living paycheck to paycheck. The subconscious mind, highly impressionable at this stage, absorbs the message that money equals stress, scarcity, and conflict. Consequently, as an adult, that individual might sabotage their own financial success, unconsciously recreating the familiar patterns of scarcity they witnessed in their youth. They might avoid taking risks, undersell their services, or engage in self-destructive spending habits, all driven by the subconscious desire to maintain the status quo, even if that status quo is one of financial struggle. Conversely, consider a child raised in an environment where money was discussed openly and positively. They observed their parents making sound financial decisions, investing wisely, and using their resources to create opportunities and experiences. This child is more likely to develop a healthy relationship with money, viewing it as a tool for empowerment and abundance rather than a source of fear and anxiety. They are more likely to pursue entrepreneurial ventures, negotiate confidently, and make informed investment choices, all because their subconscious mind has been programmed with beliefs of prosperity and possibility. Cultural influences also play a significant role in shaping your financial mindset. In some cultures, frugality and saving are highly valued, while in others, conspicuous consumption and displays of wealth are the norm. These cultural norms can influence your spending habits, your investment strategies, and your overall attitude toward money. For example, individuals from cultures that emphasize long-term financial security may be more inclined to prioritize saving and investing for retirement, while those from cultures that prioritize immediate gratification may be more likely to indulge in impulsive purchases and accumulate debt. Now, consider how this applies when you face financial challenges. Are you reacting from a place of fear and scarcity, or are you approaching the situation with a mindset of resourcefulness and abundance? Are you unconsciously repeating patterns of behavior that you learned in childhood, or are you consciously choosing to create a new financial reality for yourself? Recognizing the origins of your money beliefs is the first step toward breaking free from their limiting influence. Once you understand the subconscious programming that is driving your financial decisions, you can begin to reprogram your mind with empowering beliefs that support your goals and aspirations. This requires conscious effort, self-awareness, and a willingness to challenge the status quo, but the rewards, financial freedom, peace of mind, and a life of abundance are well worth the effort. Now let's confront some of the most pervasive financial myths that are holding you back from achieving your full potential. These aren't just simple misconceptions, they're deeply ingrained narratives that shape your behavior and limit your possibilities. One of the most common is the belief that you have to work hard for your money. While diligence and effort are undoubtedly important, the underlying implication is that wealth must be earned through grueling labor and sacrifice. This narrative perpetuates the idea that financial success is inherently difficult and unattainable for most people. Consider, however, the entrepreneurs and innovators who have created immense wealth by solving problems, providing value, and leveraging systems. They didn't necessarily work harder than everyone else. They worked smarter, focusing their efforts on activities that generated exponential returns. They understood that wealth isn't solely a product of physical exertion. It's a result of strategic thinking, creative problem solving, and the ability to identify and capitalize on opportunities. This isn't to diminish the importance of hard work, but to reframe it as a means to an end rather than an end in itself. Another insidious myth is that money is the root of all evil. This sentiment, often rooted in religious or philosophical teachings, paints wealth as inherently corrupting and associates it with greed, selfishness, and moral decay. While it's true that money can be used for unethical purposes, it's equally true that it can be used to create positive change, support worthy causes, and improve the lives of others. Money is simply a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. The problem isn't money itself, but the intentions and values of the person wielding it. Contrast this with the empowering truth. Money is a magnifier. It amplifies your existing character traits. If you're generous and compassionate, money will enable you to be even more generous and compassionate. If you're greedy and selfish, money will exacerbate those tendencies. Therefore, the key to a healthy relationship with money isn't to demonize it, but to cultivate a strong moral compass and use your resources to create a positive impact on the world. Furthermore, many people believe that you need money to make money. This limiting belief prevents countless individuals from pursuing their entrepreneurial dreams as they feel trapped in a cycle of scarcity. While it's true that capital can be helpful, it's not always essential. Many successful businesses have been started with minimal investment, relying instead on creativity, resourcefulness, and a willingness to bootstrap. The most valuable asset you possess isn't money. It's your intellect, your skills, and your determination. Instead, adopt the mindset that ideas create wealth. Focus on identifying unmet needs, developing innovative solutions, and providing exceptional value to your customers. With the right idea and a strong work ethic, you can attract investors, generate revenue, and build a thriving business, regardless of your initial financial situation. Dispelling these myths is essential for unlocking your financial potential. By replacing limiting beliefs with empowering truths, you can transform your relationship with money and create a life of abundance, purpose, and fulfillment. Let's examine how to catalyze internal shifts through specific, impactful actions. It's not enough to simply understand the theory. You must actively engage in practices that reprogram your subconscious mind and align your energy with abundance. A potent starting point is cultivating gratitude, not just a polite thank you after receiving something, but a deep, visceral appreciation for the abundance already present in your life. Consider the roof over your head, the food on your table, the relationships that nourish you. These are all blessings often taken for granted, yet they form the bedrock of a prosperous existence. Committing to a daily gratitude practice, perhaps by journaling 3 things you're grateful for each morning, actively shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already possess. This subtle shift in perspective has a profound impact on your emotional state and consequently on your ability to attract more abundance into your life. Furthermore, journaling offers a powerful avenue for self-discovery and clarity. When you consistently write down your thoughts, feelings, and aspirations, you gain a deeper understanding of your subconscious beliefs and patterns. Use journaling to explore your fears, confront your limiting beliefs, and articulate your vision for the future. Ask yourself probing questions. What are my biggest financial fears? What beliefs are holding me back from achieving my goals? What does my ideal financial future look like? By answering these questions honestly and thoughtfully, you begin to dismantle the mental barriers that are preventing you from reaching your full potential. Building on this, however, visualization serves as a potent tool for manifesting your desires. The subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between reality and vividly imagined experiences. Therefore, by consistently visualizing your desired financial future, you are effectively programming your subconscious mind to accept it as a reality. Create a detailed mental image of yourself living in abundance. See yourself effortlessly managing your finances, achieving your financial goals, and living a life of freedom and purpose. Engage all your senses in the visualization. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel? The more vivid and emotionally charged your visualization, the more powerful its impact on your subconscious mind. A further crucial layer lies in actively managing your energy. Your emotional state is a powerful magnet, attracting experiences that resonate with your dominant vibration. If you are constantly dwelling on negative thoughts and emotions, such as fear, anxiety, and resentment, you will inevitably attract more negativity into your life. Conversely, if you cultivate positive emotions, such as joy, gratitude, and excitement, you will attract more abundance and opportunity. Take conscious steps to manage your energy throughout the day. Engage in activities that bring you joy, spend time with people who uplift you, and consciously choose to focus on positive thoughts and emotions. This isn't about suppressing negative emotions, it's about consciously choosing to cultivate a positive emotional state that aligns with your desired outcomes. Consequently, small, consistent actions compound over time, creating significant shifts in your mindset and your reality. By integrating gratitude, journaling, visualization, and energy management into your daily routine, you are actively reprogramming your subconscious mind for success. This is not a quick fix. It's a lifelong practice of self-improvement and conscious creation. But the rewards, financial freedom, emotional well-being, and a life of purpose are well worth the effort. Now let's tackle the pivotal task of reshaping your financial self-image. Far too often, individuals unknowingly carry a limiting, internal narrative that actively repels wealth and opportunity. This isn't about surface-level affirmations, it's about a deep, transformational shift in how you perceive yourself in relation to abundance. Think of it as upgrading your mental operating system, replacing outdated software with a version designed for prosperity. To begin, challenge the notion that financial success is reserved for a select few. This elitist mindset, often perpetuated by societal conditioning, subtly suggests that you're somehow not good enough, smart enough, or deserving enough to achieve significant wealth. This is utter fallacy. The capacity for financial mastery resides within everyone, regardless of background, education, or current circumstances. What separates the financially thriving from the struggling isn't innate talent, but rather a belief in their own potential and a willingness to cultivate the necessary skills. Instead of viewing yourself as a passive recipient of fate, actively cultivate the identity of a confident, capable financial steward. Imagine yourself effortlessly managing your resources, making astute investment decisions, and consistently attracting opportunities for growth. See yourself as someone who creates wealth, not just someone who earns a paycheck. This requires a conscious effort to reframe your internal dialogue. Replace self-deprecating thoughts with affirmations of your inherent worthiness and potential. Speak to yourself with the same encouragement and belief that you would offer a cherished friend. Consider the analogy of a sculptor. The raw material, whether it's marble or clay, possesses the potential to become a masterpiece. However, it requires the skill, vision, and unwavering belief of the sculptor to unlock that potential. Similarly, you possess the inherent capacity for financial greatness. All that's needed is the willingness to shape your mindset, hone your skills, and persistently work towards your goals. Moreover, link your financial aspirations to a higher purpose. Money, in and of itself, is merely a tool. It gains true meaning and significance when it's aligned with your values and used to create a positive impact on the world. Ask yourself, how can I use my financial resources to support causes I care about? How can I create opportunities for others? How can I leave a lasting legacy of generosity and compassion? When you connect your financial goals to a purpose larger than yourself, you unlock a powerful source of motivation and resilience. This purpose-driven approach not only enhances your financial success, but also imbues your life with a deeper sense of meaning and fulfillment. Let's now explore the practical steps for cementing your new financial identity ensuring it isn't merely a fleeting thought, but a deeply ingrained reality. This necessitates a robust reprogramming of your subconscious, achieved through consistent reinforcement and carefully chosen symbolic actions. Start by meticulously curating your environment to reflect your aspirational financial status. This doesn't necessitate extravagant purchases, but rather a conscious effort to surround yourself with objects and experiences that resonate with abundance and success. For instance, decluttering your living space can create a sense of order and control, mirroring the clarity and organization you seek in your financial life. Investing in high-quality tools, whether it's a sophisticated budgeting app or a well-crafted notebook for tracking your finances, signals a commitment to excellence and a willingness to invest in your own financial growth. In stark contrast to passively consuming media that reinforces scarcity and limitation, actively seek out content that inspires and empowers you. Replace sensationalist news stories with biographies of successful entrepreneurs or podcasts that explore innovative investment strategies. Surround yourself with individuals who embody the financial traits you aspire to cultivate. Seek mentorship from those who have already achieved what you desire and learn from their experiences and insights. The individuals you associate with exert a powerful influence on your mindset and your actions, so choose your companions wisely. Additionally, consider establishing a financial sanctuary, a dedicated space where you can focus on your financial goals without distraction. This could be a quiet corner in your home office or a peaceful outdoor setting. Use this space to review your financial statements, visualize your future success, and reaffirm your commitment to financial mastery. The physical environment can serve as a powerful anchor, reinforcing your new identity and creating a sense of safety and security around your financial aspirations. Contrary to clinging tightly to your resources out of fear, embrace the principle of tithing or charitable giving. Regularly contributing a portion of your income, no matter how small, to causes you believe in sends a powerful message to the universe that you are operating from a place of abundance, not scarcity. This act of generosity not only benefits others but also reinforces your own sense of worthiness and abundance. It's a tangible demonstration that you trust in the flow of prosperity and are willing to share your resources with others. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, commit to a lifelong journey of financial education and self-improvement. The financial landscape is constantly evolving, so it's essential to stay informed and adapt your strategies accordingly. Read books, attend workshops, and seek professional advice to continually expand your knowledge and refine your skills. By embracing a mindset of continuous learning, you ensure that your financial identity remains dynamic and resilient, capable of adapting to any challenge or opportunity that may arise. This ongoing commitment solidifies your position as a confident and capable financial leader, paving the way for lasting prosperity and fulfillment. Having established a foundation for cultivating a prosperity-oriented mindset, the next frontier involves actively dismantling the invisible barriers that often sabotage even the most well-intentioned financial endeavors. These aren't always conscious roadblocks. Rather, they manifest as subtle, self-defeating patterns embedded within your daily routines and decision-making processes. Recognizing and neutralizing these insidious influences proves paramount for sustained financial advancement. For starters, scrutinize your tolerance for discomfort. Many individuals inadvertently limit their earning potential by shying away from situations that evoke feelings of uncertainty or anxiety. This might manifest as avoiding networking events where they could forge valuable connections, hesitating to ask for a raise commensurate with their contributions, or neglecting to explore investment opportunities that fall outside their comfort zone. Overcoming this aversion requires consciously pushing beyond your perceived limitations, gradually expanding your comfort zone through incremental exposure to challenging situations. Contrarily, examine your relationship with instant gratification. A propensity for impulsive spending and immediate rewards can undermine even the most disciplined financial plans. This doesn't necessarily imply complete austerity, but rather a conscious prioritization of long-term financial security over fleeting pleasures. Consider reframing your perspective on delayed gratification, viewing it not as a sacrifice, but as an investment in your future self. Cultivate the ability to derive satisfaction from the anticipation of future rewards rather than solely from immediate consumption. Another crucial consideration revolves around your perception of risk. While reckless speculation should be avoided, an excessive aversion to risk can stifle your ability to generate substantial wealth. Many individuals remain trapped in low-yield investments or stagnant career paths simply because they are unwilling to embrace calculated risks that could yield significant returns. Cultivate a balanced approach to risk management, thoroughly researching potential opportunities, seeking expert advice, and diversifying your investments to mitigate potential losses. Beyond these behavioral shifts, actively challenge the notion that your worth is inextricably linked to your net worth. This pervasive societal pressure can lead to feelings of inadequacy and anxiety, driving individuals to pursue wealth for the sake of external validation rather than genuine fulfillment. Cultivate a sense of self-worth that is independent of your financial achievements, recognizing that your value as a human being transcends your bank account balance. Focus on cultivating meaningful relationships, pursuing your passions, and making a positive impact on the world, rather than solely fixating on accumulating wealth. Moreover, confront any feelings of guilt or unworthiness associated with receiving abundance. Some individuals, often stemming from childhood experiences or cultural conditioning, harbor a subconscious belief that they don't deserve to be wealthy. This can manifest as self-sabotaging behaviors such as underselling their services, squandering windfalls, or unconsciously attracting financial setbacks. Actively challenge these limiting beliefs, replacing them with affirmations of your inherent worthiness and deservingness. Recognize that you are entitled to enjoy the fruits of your labor and to create a life of abundance without feeling guilty or ashamed. Having meticulously cleared internal obstacles and fostered a fertile mindset, the culminating step involves solidifying your financial trajectory through concrete action and unwavering commitment. This phase transcends mere aspiration. It demands the strategic implementation of practical techniques designed to propel you toward your envisioned prosperity. For starters, shift your focus from passive income generation to active value creation. While the allure of effortless earnings is undeniable, true financial mastery stems from providing exceptional service or delivering unparalleled products to the marketplace. Rather than solely seeking opportunities to accumulate wealth, prioritize developing skills and expertise that enable you to solve problems, meet needs, and enhance the lives of others. This value-driven approach not only generates sustainable income, but also cultivates a sense of purpose and fulfillment, transforming your financial pursuits into a meaningful endeavor. Conversely, scrutinize your spending habits with unwavering honesty, distinguishing between essential expenses and discretionary indulgences. Many individuals unknowingly hemorrhage funds on non-essential items, undermining their long-term financial goals through a series of seemingly insignificant purchases. Implement a meticulous budgeting system that tracks every dollar spent, identifying areas where you can trim expenses and redirect resources toward investments or debt reduction. This disciplined approach not only frees up capital, but also fosters a heightened awareness of your spending patterns, empowering you to make more informed financial decisions. In a similar vein, cultivate a proactive approach to debt management, prioritizing the elimination of high-interest liabilities. Debt can act as a significant drag on your financial progress, diverting resources away from wealth-building opportunities and perpetuating a cycle of financial dependence. Develop a strategic debt repayment plan, focusing on aggressively paying down high-interest debts while maintaining a manageable payment schedule for lower interest obligations. This proactive approach not only reduces your financial burden, but also frees up cash flow for investments and other wealth-building activities. Shifting from accumulating assets to protecting your existing wealth, consider implementing robust risk management strategies to safeguard your financial future. This encompasses a comprehensive insurance portfolio that protects against unforeseen events, such as illness, accidents, or property damage. It also involves diversifying your investments across various asset classes to mitigate the impact of market fluctuations. By proactively managing risk, you can protect your hard-earned wealth and ensure that your financial future remains secure, even in the face of adversity. Beyond these tactical measures, embrace a mindset of continuous learning and adaptation, recognizing that the financial landscape is constantly evolving. Stay abreast of emerging trends, technological innovations, and regulatory changes that could impact your financial well-being. Cultivate a network of trusted advisors, including financial planners, accountants, and attorneys, who can provide expert guidance and support as you navigate the complexities of the financial world. By remaining adaptable and informed, you can ensure that your financial strategies remain effective and relevant, enabling you to achieve your long-term goals with confidence. Reflecting on this journey so far, a distinct pattern emerges, a shift from perceiving money as an external force dictating our lives to recognizing it as a mirror reflecting our inner selves. It's akin to understanding that the wind doesn't control the ship, but rather the set of the sails. The currents of the financial world are ever present, but our ability to navigate them hinges on the orientation of our mindset, the strength of our beliefs, and the precision of our actions. The insights we've uncovered paint a picture of financial mastery as less a destination and more a continuous evolution. It's not about acquiring a fixed sum, but about cultivating a dynamic relationship with abundance, one that adapts and flourishes in response to life's inevitable changes. Like a skilled gardener tending a thriving ecosystem, we must nurture the seeds of prosperity, prune away limiting beliefs, and ensure a constant flow of energy and attention towards our financial goals. Drawing these strands together, we see that true financial empowerment stems from a holistic approach, one that integrates inner transformation with outer action. It's about aligning our subconscious programming with our conscious desires, transforming limiting narratives into empowering beliefs, and translating those beliefs into tangible results. The path forward becomes clearer, a path paved with self-awareness, deliberate action, and an unwavering commitment to personal growth. In light of these insights, the final piece of the puzzle promises not a simple conclusion, but a profound awakening. It's an invitation to fully embrace the identity of a financial architect, someone who not only designs their own prosperity, but also contributes to the abundance of the world around them. The stage is set, the groundwork is laid, and the moment is ripe for a final transformation, a moment that will redefine your relationship with money and unlock your full potential for financial freedom. As we pivot towards the final reflection, prepare to step into a new reality, one where you are the master of your financial destiny. The journey we've undertaken hasn't been merely about accumulating wealth. It's been a deeper excavation, a stripping away of inherited limitations to reveal the inherent financial architect within you. It's about recognizing that the gold you seek isn't buried in some external treasure map, but forged in the crucible of your own mind. It's about understanding that the language of money isn't solely numbers and spreadsheets, but the subtle dialects of belief, intention, and unwavering self-worth. We've explored the echoes of childhood whispers, the cultural narratives that subtly shape our financial destinies, and the self-imposed ceilings we unknowingly construct. We've challenged the myth that wealth is a privilege reserved for the few, and embraced the truth that abundance is a potential residing within us all, waiting to be unlocked. We've seen how gratitude, visualization, and conscious action aren't merely feel-good exercises but potent tools for reprogramming the subconscious mind and attracting opportunities that align with our deepest desires. The destination isn't a bank account overflowing with figures, but a state of being, a quiet confidence, a serene knowing that you possess the inner resources to navigate any financial landscape. It's about transforming money from a source of anxiety into a tool for empowerment, a means to express your values, support your loved ones, and contribute to a world that reflects your highest aspirations. Ultimately, the true measure of financial success isn't the sum of your assets, but the depth of your freedom. It's the freedom to pursue your passions without constraint, to make choices aligned with your values, and to live a life of purpose and meaning. It's the freedom from the shackles of fear and scarcity, replaced by the expansive embrace of abundance and possibility. The frameworks and tools we have explored are not mere abstract concepts. They are keys to unlock a financial future built not on chance, but on conscious design. They are not a magic formula for instant riches, but a roadmap for sustained growth, resilience, and unwavering self-belief. The true practice begins now, in the quiet moments of reflection, the conscious choices you make each day, and the unwavering commitment to becoming the architect of your own financial destiny. Embrace the journey, trust in your inherent potential, and step boldly into the abundant future that awaits.